Hello, friends. For the past few days, we have been talking about the old age and the associated loneliness that old people or the elderly people have to live in their last few years of their lives. Now, what are the reasons? Why does it happen actually? Why in India, so much of our, even overseas also, so many people at their old age become lonely and desolate, cut off from the society? What are the reasons? First reason is the world has become global. There are a lot of global opportunities of education, of job, of any kind of career. So obviously for better career opportunities or better professionalism, a lot of people move out in search of establishing a better life there. What they do is they go for higher education. Some people do come back, some people decide to take up a job in the overseas countries, and then subsequently maybe they settle over there, form their families and decide to stay over there. In the process, unfortunately, their old age parents are left behind, living alone. That's one of the major causes. The other reason is urbanization. Now, what is happening is because of rapid urbanization, of course, urbanization has got its advantage because people can live more comfortably. You have got the benefits and the facilities, but then it has got its limitations also. What are those? Like rapid urbanization has led to smaller, living spaces because of scarcity. A lot of people moving into the cities, so obviously living space per head or per family becomes smaller and smaller. And because of that, in the process, what happens is we are getting into more nuclear families rather than from traditional joint families. The concept of nuclear families come. So they are obviously in such a small houses, which most of the middle class people can only afford. They can't afford bigger houses. So then they are forced to stay separately from their parents in different houses. Now, urbanization also has got one more offshoot or kind of a side effect of it. What is that? It leads to more of loneliness in the sense that people don't know each other. Like we live in different societies, residential societies, in flats and all, and the question of anonymity becomes very large. That becomes very prominent because mostly we find that in busy cities like, for example, Mumbai, like Delhi, and several other cosmopolitan cities mainly, people staying in one flat, they don't even know who are their neighbors, next door neighbors. So in the process, what happens is, of course, young people, they do move around a lot during their whole day, going for the job, going for their business and all. But it's the old parents or old people who are left behind because they have no one to interact with. Now, other than their children settling abroad, even those who have got only girl child, the girl children, their daughters get married, and they get married not necessarily in the same city. They might settle in some other city, some other country also. So in the process, ultimately, the parents have to lead a desolate life, leaving their daughters behind. And finally, the loss of spouse or the loss of friends. Like a lot of people, they do have a friend circle even at their old age, but then because of age, one by one, they leave the world. So the group becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And when one of the partners leave, the other partner is left behind just to, count the last few days of his or her life because their long time partners of 40, 50, 60 years are no more there. So naturally, for all these factors, age-old loneliness is a big curse for our society. And so let's think of something what we can, do to make the lives of these old people a bit better, to put a smile back on their faces.